what would include not treating me right? Okay, like not paying me enough attention. Repeat, like if I told him repeatedly that you're not paying me enough attention, or just like not giving me compliments as often as he should, not telling me he loves me, stuff like that.
People have very strong opinions about infidelity. According to the General Social Survey, 3 out of 4 American adults believe that infidelity is always wrong, regardless of circumstances. For 30 years, the data has been relatively steady, the figures showing that the number of people who engage in an affair is around 16%. However, there have been some interesting trends regarding shifting attitudes to infidelity as it relates to age. As you can see from this graph, in recent years, people aged 60 and older have become less judgmental towards the issue. Though still condemned by the majority, infidelity isn't as big a deal as it used to be. Even more interesting is the change that's occurred in the last 25 years, with younger people now significantly less likely to have an affair than older people. When it comes to discussions around infidelity, there's always an interesting conversation to be had around whose fault it is. Is it the person who committed adultery, the partner that drove them to it, or the single person who was complicitly engaging in the affair and helped break apart the marriage? We wanted to know what women thought of these issues, so we took to the streets to ask 3 questions. If you fell in love with a man and then found out he was married, would you continue to date him? If a man is unhappy in a relationship and his wife treats him horribly, is he still under a moral obligation to stay faithful to her? If a woman has an affair with a married man and it ends his marriage, is it all his fault, or does she also have responsibility?
If you fell in love with a man but then found out he was married, would you continue to date him?
No.
No.
No, definitely not. No.
No, ideally no one wouldn't.
I don't like the idea of cheating.
You'd dump him, right?
Yeah.
Get out. You're maybe
Again, like it's like I don't know.
Right now, I'd obviously say no. I'm not in that situation. I guess there are people that do it, and I guess they have reasons for it.
I don't like the idea of like cheating. If you don't feel good with someone, just tell them.
Like I wouldn't like if I'm married and someone was cheating on my husband, so I'd literally end it as soon as I find out.
Maybe not everyone, but like some people assume that they will at some point leave their wife. For you, I don't. I guess I really think it depends on the situation.
She is in marriage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he actually has a wife already.
My boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend, used to cheat on his ex-girlfriend with me and a bunch of other girls. But we were like 14, 15 years old.
It depends how much you like them. Like, I don't know, were you like dating before and then you found out he was married?
Yeah, like you didn't know. You were just like, oh shit. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What, like
Yeah.
you knew before?
I feel like if you knew,
didn't know.
I feel like if you
Yeah.
didn't know and then they sprung that on you, you'd be a bit like, no.
If a man is unhappy in a relationship and his wife treats him horribly, is he still under a moral obligation to stay faithful to her?
Oh, faithful. Yeah, end it and then
Just end it.
go on.
Fair play.
Depends on like his wife still love him.
I think yes.
You think he should still stay faithful?
Yeah, actually yes.
Okay.
He's under a moral obligation because he should just break up with her.
I don't know. I assume in a relationship there should be some level of communication if your wife is treating you horribly.
To be honest,
Yeah.
I feel like if I was in that position, I would go and cheat. Like if my husband wasn't treating me right and I've told him.
And surely if it's going badly on one side, it's going to go badly on the other side as well.
In a relationship, there is obligation to the other person always to stay faithful, and people have their reasons for doing other things. I think reasons for cheating, like often they can be justified.
They should speak with each other and just tell the truth and be like, you're treating me like in a bad way. I don't like this relationship, like the way it's going. So we either like figure it out or we just like take a harsh decision and maybe go for a divorce. I don't know. I'm not married.
You're not married.
Yeah. Like obviously, ideally, don't cheat on your partner.
Of course,
and you
yeah.
you always have the liberty to leave if you're
Right.
not happy. But like sometimes you just need to prove a point. Like that sounds really bad, but
It's alright.
It's true. Yeah,
Okay,
I feel
alright.
like that's what I would do. But I wouldn't like to. If I'm pushed to that limit, I would.
I guess the first port of call should always be like a conversation and saying I'm not happy, and like ending the relationship that you're not happy in before you before you cheat, I guess.
If a woman has an affair with a married man and it ends his marriage, is it all his fault, or does she also have responsibility?
She does have responsibilities, of course.
Right, makes sense.
She will have bared it too.
Yeah, so both
Probably.
of them.
They'd like push each other apart. Kind of.
Like she should have some sort of like standards of not to go for like a married man, but at the same time it's more his fault because he's the one who's in like the committed relationship.
You knew and you wouldn't like to be treated that way, so why are you going to do that to another woman? She's assisting in the heartbreak of another woman. I don't agree with that. Yeah.
I'd say if you're in the relationship, you obviously have more obligation. Also, like knowing the other person better, like knowing your wife, then I guess you obviously have more responsibility. But I think both partners, like in any relationship, have responsibility.
I think definitely the man is more responsible than the woman, but vice versa. If she was married and he wasn't, it's the same way around.
And most girls, like, they want you to end your marriage even though they know. So it's kind of your fault as well, because but it's mostly his fault, but it's your fault as well. Like, you're an accomplice.
If you know they're married, then you know they're married and you know the potential consequences of that. I obviously think it's more the married person's responsibility, but I think both parties should take some responsibility for that.
This channel is entering into a whole new phase of street interviews, comparing and contrasting the different attitudes and beliefs that women have from different cultures. If you're interested in becoming a contributor and interviewing women, click on the link in the description box below to find out how you can get involved.
Okay, awesome.
Thanks.
Nice, thank you.
So I was like, instead of like falling in love with someone else or just like doing stuff around cheating, I was like, I don't want to cheat on my boyfriends because I do respect him and he respects me. So I was like, I would rather break up with you than cheating on you.
Oh, that's nice.